So, if you haven't gathered already, this story is why I'm still cynical. Maybe that's why this channel has its name. Maybe I predicted a story like this because it's hard to not be cynical and have hope for the future of the world when Disney is trying to create communities. These corporations already control everything else, now they want to literally control an entire community. Are they going to have a Mickey Mouse police force that comes and beats up minorities too? Hopefully it'll only be with an inflatable bat. Or is Mickey Mouse going to be ODing in the meth lab clubhouse, and will there be gangs of children dressed like the Jonas Brothers that shoot up schools, because that's part of the community too? What about the homeless? I guess they'll just probably kick out anyone that's homeless, because that's what these companies do all the time. They call the police to remove anyone they don't want near their businesses. And since everyone's going to be dressed like some dumb fucking cartoon character, Dickhead McFuckmouse, when they need a mascot for something, it's just going to be some random guy in regular clothes. Since dressing like a mascot is going to be the norm. But apparently Mickey Mouse isn't even going to be there, which I think kind of defeats the purpose. Since these aren't going to be your typical towns, they're for people who think cosplay isn't enough, so now they want to literally live out their fantasies. Don't you want to hang out with Mickey? Don't you want to be 40 years old and hanging out with your neighbour Mickey, who you grill burgers with and behind your back is planning to run away with your wife who he's been fucking for the past few months? And then you find out, so you spray the walls with the fluff that was once inside Mickey's head. Isn't that the life you want? So it's called story living. Basically they can't write a story, now they want you to make the story yourself, which I guess is what I just did, so it's already working. I feel like the novelty of seeing Disney merchandise every time you go outside is going to wear off pretty quickly, and I don't like landlords as it is. Now you're paying some entertainment company rent. What happens when this goes to shit and they realise that this was a bad idea? Are you going to kick people out of their homes? Or are the businesses just going to leave, forcing everyone else to as well? And you've got to pay some kind of membership fee, which is probably to get you into their restaurants and whatever entertainment that they have. Basically, they're going to own a monopoly on food and everything else that exists in this community, including your house. This is one of those things that people see and go, oh, that's cute, and then you dig a little deeper and you see a dystopian nightmare lurking beneath the surface. This is going to be the future, you know, and don't get me wrong, I do think that sci-fi shit would be great, some simulation video game type of shit or anything like that. But this is just some corporatist bullshit. You're just living in an advertisement, a billboard that is your house, and these companies are probably all going to own residential areas soon. And if they weren't thinking about it before, they will be now. So blame Disney when your community turns into this bullshit whitewashed gentrified garbage where there won't be anything left that made your community what it is. When will it end? Because Disney is also currently buying everything else. They'll own a whole country soon, and the states will be broken up like Disney World rides. Like this is Space Mountain, this will be the Star Wars state, and I guess if they ever got a hold of the Caribbean it would just stay the same, just with more tourists pretending to be pirates, except they wouldn't be tourists, they'd be the main inhabitants. That is, if that isn't the case already. But since they already have Disney World, I guess they'd have to call it Disney Earth. That'll be when they conquer the US and China. So this is a terrible idea, obviously. This is what happens when capitalism runs wild and we let it happen. Fuck Disney, suck a dick, and if you like this shit, hit the like button and subscribe.